All right. Welcome back. I now have sound. It was a while since I did this, and my Yeti microphone, the blue microphone, decided to reset. So let's start again. Circumdederunt Septuagesima Sunday. Let's get into it. All right. Yes, a big old fat mea culpa. I did not have sound. We are back with sound. So thanks for those tuning in. I will put a timestamp down below to skip all that. So, yeah. But that's the beauty of live streaming. We're going to start on a D. Circumdederunt me gemitus mortis dolores inferni. Now you can already hear that mode 5 flavor, and as I mentioned before the microphone was on, this is rare to have a mode 5 introit. It only happens a couple times during the year. But you can hear that major chord with the T do. Dolores. There's that half step. Inferni. Kind of floating up there. Make sure you get that nice floaty sound. Let's keep going. Circumdederunt me et in tribulatione mea invocavi Dominum. Invocavi Dominum has a couple tricky spots in it. First of all, let's look at that fifth. The fifth on V. V. Is that right? Yep, that was right. Invocavi. You have to come all the way down. Now, again, the two techniques that we can use for that is you can use interval training. So you can think of an interval in music that's a fifth that you know of, and then hit it from there. Sometimes it's hard because you might be translating another mode into the mode you're in. I think a much better way and quicker way is to do the steps down solfege. So we're solfeging from re to sol. So if we think about that. Invocavi re do ti la sol re do ti la sol re do ti la sol vi. There you go. That is a much better way, in my opinion, of getting a fifth. So kind of figuring those out. What I did there, again, for those of you keeping track and keeping score, I sang the top note, the first note of your interval. Then you walk it down. You actually sing all of the intervals. You wouldn't do this at like rehearsal, unless the director wanted to do that. But so that you have that big gap, and then you start singing down. If you can't get it, then kind of like just singing the top note and the bottom note, then you sing the top note really loud, V, and then you sing it really, really soft on the way, V do ti la sol, and then now you can hear it better, re sol, and then there's your thing. So you kind of in stages can hit that interval. Anyway, let's keep going. Dominum. Now the last one, you have a fifth, now a fourth. Those are the two that are confused a lot. So vi Dominum. It's not it's Now, let's do that same thing again. So nom re do ti la re do ti la re do ti la re la mi nom. And there you go. This is a way you can sing all chants, right? Now I have purposefully not gotten into rhythm a lot, hoping that you just kind of pick it up intuitively as I'm singing it. But For interval training, that is invaluable to be able to do that. Let's keep going. Et exaudi, out exaudivit, words. Et exaudivit de templo sancto suum. Now, after vit of exaudivit, de templo can be tricky to get to. So let's hear that again. Divit di la sol de templo. That's one way of doing it. Exaudivit de templo. That's another way of doing it. Thinking of the next phrase as just starting over and going de templo, ending on a do. It's a little more advanced because there you're thinking, okay, do, you have a reference pitch in your mind. Do, then you go down a fourth from that. So to recap the new way I'm talking about intervals, you have a reference pitch in your mind. Do, it can be any really pitch, but do, sol, or the final is really a good one. Now you walk it down, right? Vit. I know that. That's my reference pitch. Now I'm going to go down a fourth. De templo. That's how that happens. Now, if I'm going to be completely honest, the method that I use the most to pick out intervals is reference pitch. And I'd say it's a little more complex than just a pitch because I'm also thinking in terms of the actual mode. So I have the flavor. What I've done over time, and this is the third most kind of advanced way, I've understood kind of how the mode sounds inside and out. So this mode, if we do a scale, sounds like this. Fa, sol, la, ti, do, re, sol, or do. I have to start on a fa. Fa, sol, la, ti, do. Fa, sol, la, ti, do. Re, mi, fa. Right? So that's... I don't know why it sounded so high, but it does. Fa, sol, la, ti, do, re, mi, fa. That, getting that in your ear when you sing a mode is going to help you way more. And then when you hit things, you do kind of intuitively... Oop, just killed a mosquito. You intuitively start to kind of pick out where things are. So that kind of method, you get really intimately familiar with the mode. So we have 3 ways today to get intervals. 1, singing through the intervals. So, re, 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 do, ti, la, sol, re, sol. Now I sang a 5th. That's one way. Another way is to have a reference pitch. I have do in my head. Do, de, tem, vit. We're going back a little bit. Vit, de, I have that reference pitch do in my head. The last way, most complex of all, but probably the easiest to make sure you're still in a mode, is to have the flavor of the mode in your mind, and then sing through it that way. Now, I will tell you the last way sounds most complicated because you're basically holding a character of a whole of all 7 pitches in your head. But if you get off, God forbid that happens, but if you get off, you can actually very easily get back on because you know where you are. I've done this several times with our choir. We've hit a wrong note. And we all do. And then we walk it down. I fix it without stopping singing because I know where we are. I'd say the last time we just died, it was my first year directing, so over 7 years ago. Was that 7 years ago? I feel old now. It was like 7 years ago, and it died. That was the last time it died, and I just blew a pitch, and we kept going. Now I can actually fix as we're going. So that's a lot. That's pretty advanced, and I don't expect any of my choir members to be able to do that. But that kind of level of getting all those, fixing where you're at can be achieved if you know where you are in the mode. So you can actually sing a wrong note, be like, oh, that's the wrong note, and then just start singing neumes to get down to the note, right? So let's take Invocavi Dominum as an example of a mistake. So this is a mistake. And I'll even do that right where I make the mistake. So watch the mistake. Invocavi Dominum. Two mistakes, right? So that was two mistakes there. What I did was I hit the wrong interval, knew I was in the wrong interval, and sang down. Again, that's because I know what the mode sounds like, and I can fix it. But don't go out of your way singing wrong intervals and trying to, make that sound good. So this is a really long video now. So because I went over something pretty in depth. So we have three ways of getting intervals: singing through it, having a reference pitch, and then knowing the mode. All right, so let's put a timestamp down there in the bottom. What time are we at? What time are we at? 11:50. Actually, it'll be a lot later. I think 15:10. And then we're going to sing through it. It'll be different. We're going to sing through it start to finish, and that will be it for today for the Introit. So including a bad microphone. All right, so let's start from the beginning, starting on a D. Circumdederunt me gemitus mortis, dolores inferni, circumdederunt me. Et in tribulatione mea invocavi Dominum, et exaudivit de templo sancto suo vocem meam. Diligam te, Domine, fortitudo mea, Dominus firmamentum meum, et refugium meum, et liberator meus. Gloria Patri et Filio, et Spiritui Sancto, sicut erat in principio, et nunc et semper, et in saecula saeculorum. Amen. And then you start over. Circumdederunt me. Apparently my computer doesn't like that. Wow, lots of lagging. Sorry about that. I'm going to wait a sec. All right, we're back, I think. Okay, I won't scroll on the screen. That is it for today. Thank you for joining me. Sorry about all the lag at the end. And that has been amazing. Stay tuned. We're going to be doing the full Mass in the full form. And we'll see you in the next video. Bye now.